What's up, DC Universe Classics fans? I just wanted to make this short video showing to you my 3 unproduced DC Universe Classics Superman figures. As you can see, these are in the lighter blue deco, which I feel more accurately represents the colors of the Man of Steel. I was never a huge fan of the darker blue version of Superman. I remember the first DC Universe Classic Superman I got was the Clash of the Cosmos Brainiac Superman 2-pack, and I remember thinking that the figure was almost perfect except for they went with a darker color blue. And so when I saw these pop up on eBay, I just couldn't help myself. Now, just to give you a little bit of a background, these lighter blue Superman figures are actually, by the looks of it, some kind of paint prototype where they're testing out the color scheme, but they never actually got produced for retail. And this is evident because the S on this Superman is pretty much immaculate in the coloring, and yet these two, it seems to be just a little bit more faded. And that's because these were never meant to be sold at retail. Now, we saw a Superman / Bizarro 2-pack on the back of the Nightfall Azrael / Batman 2-pack, but again, they just, for some reason, decided to not release to us the Superman figure that I believe most Superman fans who collected the DC Universe Classics really wanted. Now, all of these have been customized to some extent. This one I replaced the head. I used a stock DC Universe Classics head, the only one where they managed to get the eyes right, and I replaced the cape with a DC Direct Public Enemies Superman figure. And you know what? I think that this cape just looks really great on this Superman figure. And now he displays perfectly with the rest of my Jose Garcia Lopez 80s based Justice League figures. Next up is what I would consider to be the DC Universe Classics equivalent to a Jim Lee figure. Now, what we see here is the boots and the head have been replaced with the DC Direct Superman for Tomorrow figure that came in the DC Direct Superman Through the Ages 4-pack, as well as a cape from a John Byrne Superman figure that came from the exact same 4-pack, and I replaced the fists from a Superman figure that I currently don't remember what it was. I think it's the one that came with the really good Christopher Reeve style head. And I think that this figure is just amazing, and it accurately represents what I would consider Jim Lee's artwork to be trying to depict. Next up, you have what I consider to be the best all-around iteration of a pre-New 52 Superman action figure. The head sculpt actually comes from a recently released DC Collectibles Superman figure, and the cape, as with the Jim Lee version, comes from a DC Direct John Byrne Superman figure. And I think that the results are actually really, really good. I display this one proudly with the rest of my DC Universe Classics, and I just couldn't be happier with the results of this figure. And that's it, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad that you enjoyed and stuck around to the end of my DC Universe Classics unproduced light blue Superman action figure collection show and tell video. If you did like it, please drop me a like. That way I know that you liked it. Leave a comment. If you have any of these light blue Superman figures yourself, let me know in the comments how you got one and how much you had to pay for them. I'm always interested in the stories of how people managed to get their hands on these incredibly, incredibly rare figures. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.